Dear students, welcome back with the new problem in inverse trigonometric functions. So first one is, in the previous sessions we have discussed about even though no one trigonometric functions are invertible, so how the inverse of trigonometric functions are exist and principal value of the inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, so first one, find the value of tan inverse 1 plus cos inverse of minus 1 by 2 plus sin inverse of minus 1 by 2. Okay. So see it. So in the last sessions we have find the value of tan inverse of 1, cos inverse of minus 1 by 2 like this. So here the given trigonometric functions are not in the standard form. So now we are going to find the values of trigonometric functions individually. Okay. So solution. So first one is, so tan inverse, let tan inverse of 1 is taken as A. Tan inverse of 1 is taken as A. So it is tan A is equal to 1. So that implies tan A is equal to tan 45 degree. Tan 45 pi by 4. Okay. So this implies so A is equal to pi by 4. A is equal to pi by 4. So this is belongs to the interval, within the interval. So tan, the range of the tan function which is pi by 2 to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay. So therefore this is the principal value of tan inverse of 1. So therefore, so tan inverse of 1 is equal to pi by 4. Okay. So next, the second one is cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. Cos inverse of minus 1 by 2 is taken as B. It is taken as B. So now cos B is equal to minus 1 by 2. So then cos B is equal to minus of cos 1 by 2. Cos 1 by 2 in terms of trigonometric ratios. So cos 30 degree is equal to what? Cos 30 degree is the what? See here the table. So 30, 45, 60. Okay, 60 degree. So that is sine of 30 degrees is what? 1 by 2. This is 1 by root 2 and this one is root 3 by 2. So similarly cos, the value of cos is, so this is why is reverse. So root 3 by 2 and this is 1 by root 2 and this is 1 by 2. So okay, so cos 1 by 2 is equal to what? 60. Is that what? Pi by 3. Pi by 3. Okay, so we need to find the value of B. So in which quadrant cos is negative? So cos is negative. So in second you know that by the rule ASTC rule. So ASTC rule, cos is negative in the second quadrant. Okay. So therefore we need to take in the second quadrant cos B is equal to cos of pi minus pi by 3. So cos of pi minus pi by 3 is the what? Since cos of pi minus theta is the what? Minus cos theta. Okay. So therefore, so cos minus of cos pi by 3 is equal to cos of pi minus pi by 3. Okay. So that is cos B is equal to cos of, this is 2 pi by 3. So 2 pi by 3. So this implies B is equal to 2 pi by 3. Is 2 pi by 3. So 2 pi by 3 which is belongs to, so range of cos inverse of x is 8. That is 0 to pi. Okay. So 2 pi by 3 is nothing but pi by 3 is nothing but 60 into 2 120. So 120 degrees belongs to 0 to pi. So therefore value of cos inverse of minus 1 by 2, so which is equal to 2 pi by 3. Okay. So next one is sin inverse of 1 by 2. Sin inverse of 1 by 2. sin inverse of minus 1 by 2. Suppose it is taken as c. Okay, so then sin c is equal to minus 1 by 2. So this is sin c is equal to minus of sin of pi by 6. So 30 degree, this is what, minus 1 by 2. So therefore sin c is equal to in which quadrant? Sin is negative in third quadrant. Okay, so therefore we shall move to the third quadrant. So that is sin of so it is better to take sin of minus theta. Okay, sin is also negative in the fourth quadrant also. So sin of minus theta is equal to minus sin theta. Okay, so therefore sin of minus of sin pi by 6. So it can be written as sin c is equal to sin of minus pi by 6. So therefore c is equal to so minus pi by 6. So already you know that the principal value branch of sin inverse is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Close bracket, minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So therefore sin inverse of minus 1 by 2 is equal to minus pi by 6. Okay, so we know all the values. So tan inverse of 1 and cos inverse of minus 1 by 2 and sin inverse of minus 1 by 2. So therefore the value of value of sin inverse, therefore tan inverse of 1 plus cos inverse of minus 1 by 2 plus sin inverse of minus 1 by 2, which is equal to what? Pi by 4 plus cos inverse of 1 by 2 is what? 2 pi by 3 plus minus pi by 6. This is minus pi by 6. Okay, so take the LCM. So which is equal to LCM is 12 over. Okay, so 3 pi plus divided by 4, 3 divided 12, that is 4 into 2, that is 8 pi minus divided 12 by 6, 2 minus 2 pi. Okay, so this is the demand. So 8 pi minus 2, 6, 9 pi by 12. So 9 pi by 12. So this is the value of the given problem. So write down. So this is the value of tan inverse of pi by 4. So this is the value of cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. This is the value of sin inverse of minus 1 by 2. Okay. So this is side work. Minus of sin pi by 6 is taken as sin of minus pi by 6. So because sin of minus theta is equal to minus sin theta. Okay. And from these three equations, so we get tan inverse pi by 4 plus 2 pi by 2 minus pi by 6, and simplified we get 9 pi by 12. It is given 3 pi by 4. Okay, so again we simplify, then we get 3 pi by 4. So it is better to take the screenshot and next then down write down. Okay. So similar problem. So take it as homework. So find the value of cos inverse of 1 by 2 cos inverse of 1 by 2 plus 2 sin inverse of 1 by 2 plus 2 sin inverse of 1 by 2. Okay. So this is not in the standard form. So we individually find the value of each inverse trigonometric functions. So first one is solution cos inverse of pi by 4. Okay. So cos inverse of pi by 2 is taken as A, and sin inverse of 1 by 2 is taken as B. Okay. So its value is A plus B. We need to find A plus B. So then cos A is equal to cos A is equal to 1 by 2. Cos A is equal to 1. This implies cos A is equal to 1 by 2. So this is cos A is equal to cos of 1 by 2. Cos 1 by 2 is nothing but pi by 3. Pi by 3. Okay. So next, so this implies cos pi by 6. Okay, already you know that in the table. Okay, so again it is very important to remember the first two formulas. Okay, so unless it is very difficult to solve the problems in the trigonometric function. Okay, so therefore I write again and again the formulas on the board. So that is here sin 30, 45, 60. It is very easy to remember this. Okay, so that is cos. So this is 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2. This is root 3 by 2. So reverse order. So root 3 by 2. So 1 by root 2, and this is 1 by 2. Okay, so cos of 1 by 2 is equal to 60 degree. 60 degree is equal to in pi by 3. Okay, so therefore A is equal to what? Pi by 3. So here A is equal to cos inverse of 1 by 2. So therefore, this is belongs to the value of A pi by 3, which is belongs to 0 to pi. Therefore, this is a principal value. So therefore, cos inverse of 1 by 2 is equal to pi by 3. Okay. Similarly, so this one is sin B is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. So sin B is equal to sin 1 by 2 is equal to 30 degree. So that is pi by 6. So this is B is equal to pi by 6. So definitely this belongs to the range. So that is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay. So therefore, sin inverse of 1 by 2 is equal to what? Is equal to pi by 6. What is the value of sin inverse of 1 by 2? This is the value of cos inverse of 1 by 2. So therefore, cos inverse of 1 by 2 plus 2 into sin inverse of 1 by 2 is nothing but what? Pi by 3 plus 2 into pi by 6. Pi by 6. So this is nothing but pi by 3 plus pi by 3. So that is 2 pi by 3. So this is the value of the given problem. So write down. Okay, next is properties of inverse trigonometric functions. properties of inverse trigonometric functions. Properties of inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, so first one is sine inverse of sine x, sine inverse of sine theta or x. Okay, so second one is cos inverse of cos theta. Okay, so third one is tan inverse of tan theta. So next fourth one is cosecant inverse of cosecant theta. And fifth one is secant inverse of secant theta. Okay, so fifth one is cot inverse of cot theta. So cos inverse of cos theta. Okay, so these are the very important for your annual examination or NEET or JEE or rather CET. Okay, so here, so observe here, sin inverse of sin theta is equal to theta. Sin inverse of sin theta is equal to theta. So here there is a condition is applied. Okay, so when theta belongs to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay, so in this range only the value of sin inverse of sin theta, we are going to nullify it and we gain theta. Okay, so then cos inverse of cos theta is equal to, it is also theta. So when theta belongs to 0 to pi. So this is very important. Okay, so tan inverse of tan theta is taken as theta if theta belongs to 0 to minus pi by 2, open bracket minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay, so and cosecant inverse of cosecant theta. Okay, cosecant theta. So this is equal to theta. So when theta belongs to so minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 minus excluding 0. Okay, so similarly secant inverse of secant theta is equal to theta. So if theta belongs to so pi 0 to pi minus pi by 2. And cot inverse of cos theta is equal to theta when theta belongs to 0 to pi, open bracket 0 to pi. So these conditions are very important. Okay, so when we are going to nullify the value secant inverse of secant theta, it is theta if and only if the value of theta so in the range of 0 to pi excluding pi. Similarly for all the inverse trigonometric functions. So we are going to write cos inverse of cos theta is equal to theta if and only if the value of theta lies between 0 to pi. Similarly, the sin inverse of sin theta is equal to theta if and only if the value of theta lies between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Unless so it is not possible to write tan inverse of tan theta is equal to theta or sin inverse of sin theta is equal to theta. Okay, so write down. First properties, and next one is second property. Okay, so here second property is sine inverse of x, sine of sin inverse. So instead of taking theta, I am taking x only. Okay, or taking theta, any angle. Theta is equal to, it is one of the angle. So angle. One, this is one, and second one is, okay, so cos inverse of cos inverse theta, cos inverse theta. So third one, tan inverse theta. So fourth one is cosecant inverse theta. Okay. So fifth one, secant inverse theta, and sixth one is cot inverse theta. Okay. So these values also nullified. So that is sin inverse theta can be written as theta if theta is the divisor. Theta values is lies between the value of -1 and 1. So that is theta, or it is better to take x also. Okay. So theta belongs to -1 to 1. Okay. So first we have to write this one, and next we come to this. Or it is better to take x also. Okay. So it is very easy to remember that x. So x is any value, real value, x. Okay. So value of x lies between here, x in between -1 to 1. Okay. And here also this is x when x lies in the interval -1 to 1, and this is also x. In x also belongs to -1 to 1 in the range of cos inverse of x. Okay. So tan inverse of x is also x if the value of x is belongs to R. Okay. So cosecant of x, so when x belongs to -1 to -infinity, union of +1 to +infinity. Okay. So similarly, so it is also secant inverse of secant inverse of x is equal to x in x belongs to -1 to -infinity, union of 1 to infinity. Okay. So similarly, so cot inverse of x, so it is equal to x. So x belongs to a. Correct? So next third property is so once again remember this. So sin inverse of x can be written as x if and only if the value of x lies between 1 and 1, -1 and +1. Okay. So similarly, cos inverse of x is equal to x if and only if the value of x lies in -1 and +1. Okay. So this is tan inverse of x is equal to x if x is any real number. Okay. So cosecant inverse of x is equal to x if and only if the value of x lies between this. So it can also be written as so x less than -1 or x greater than or equal to -1. So both are same. Okay. So third property. So first one is sin inverse of 1 by x is equal to cosecant inverse of x. So sin inverse of 1 by x is equal to cosecant inverse of x. So x condition is x belongs to minus 1 to minus infinity union of 1 to plus infinity. Okay, so second one is cos inverse of the x is equal to secant inverse of x. So x belongs to same interval. So here we are taking open brackets. So since infinity is not a number, so minus 1 to minus infinity union of 1 to infinity. Okay, and third one is so tan inverse of 1 by x, which is equal to tan inverse of x, cot inverse of x, cot inverse of x. So x is greater than 0. X is greater than 0. Okay. So one more problem is there. Suppose x is less than 0. So then cot inverse of x is equal to pi plus tan inverse of x. Okay. So we have proof of this properties. Okay. The first one is so see here. So important formula, sin inverse of 1 by x can be written as cosecant inverse of x, or cosecant inverse of x can be written as sin inverse of 1 by x. So similarly, cos inverse of x can be written as sin inverse of x, cos inverse of 1 by x. So similarly, secant inverse of x can be written as cos inverse of 1 by x. So if the value of x lies between these intervals. Okay. So similarly, tan inverse of 1 by x is cot inverse of x, or cot inverse of x is equal to tan inverse of 1 by x. Okay. The first one is prove that. So I proved this one. Okay. So you should prove third and first problem as homework. Okay. So first one is prove that cos inverse of 1 by x is equal to secant inverse of x. Okay. So interval is first and should we write x belongs to minus 1 to minus infinity union of 1 to infinity. Okay. Let solution proof. So let secant inverse of x is equal to theta. So I take RHS. Secant inverse of x is equal to theta. Okay. So this implies so secant theta is equal to what? X. Secant theta is equal to x. Okay. So secant it is a reciprocal of what? Cos. So therefore secant theta can be written as, okay, secant theta can also be written as 1 by cos theta. Secant theta can be written as 1 by cos theta. Okay. So that is 1 by cos theta is equal to x. Okay. So change cos theta on x. Okay. I take 1 by x is equal to cos theta. 1 by x is equal to cos theta. Okay. So take cos in this side. So cos inverse of 1 by x is equal to what? Theta. Okay. So you observe here this is taken as equation number 1. So this is taken as equation number 2. So from 1 and 2, from equation 1 and 2, so RHS are equal. So then obviously LHS are also equals. Therefore cos inverse of 1 by x is equal to secant inverse of x. Since this is secant inverse of x is equal to theta, here cos inverse of 1 by x is equal to theta. So RHS are equal. So therefore, LHS are also equals. Right now. secant inverse of x. Okay, so similarly we can prove property 1 and property 2 also. Okay, so take value cosecant inverse of x is equal to theta and take the reciprocal of that and then we prove. Okay, so next properties. So note here, take as a note. So if x is less than 0, so then cot inverse of x is equal to pi plus tan inverse of 1/x. Okay, take it as a note. If the value of x is less than 0, so then cot inverse of x can be written as pi plus tan inverse of 1/x. So if x is greater than 0, so then tan inverse of 1/x is equal to cot inverse of x. Okay. So fourth property sine inverse of minus x. The second one is tan inverse of minus x, and third one is cosecant inverse of minus x. Okay, so similarly cos inverse of fourth one is cos inverse of minus x. Okay, so fifth one is secant inverse of x, minus x, and sixth one is cot inverse of minus x. So what about these guys? Okay, so here sin inverse of minus x is equal to what, and tan inverse of minus x is equal to what, cosecant inverse of x is equal to minus x. So I am taking first three as sin, tan, cosecant, and second here cos, secant, cot. Okay, so since output is a little bit similar, so that is I am taking like this. So sin inverse of minus x is equal to minus sin x. So minus sin x. So value of x lies between x belongs to minus 1 to 1. Okay, and similarly tan inverse of minus x is equal to minus tan x. So when the value of x lies between x belongs to any real number. Okay, so similarly cosecant inverse of x is equal to minus cosecant inverse of x. So value of x lies between x belongs to minus 1 to minus infinity, union of 1 to infinity. Okay, it's also taken as mod x is greater than or equal to 1. Okay, so observe next three formula. Okay, cos inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus cos inverse of x. Okay, so secant inverse of minus x is pi minus secant inverse of x, and cot inverse of minus x is pi minus cot inverse of x. So conditions are applied here. So cos inverse of x is equal to minus pi minus cos inverse of x if the value of x lies between minus 1 to 1. Okay, so secant inverse of x is equal to pi minus secant inverse of x if x value is lies between minus 1 to minus infinity, union of 1 to infinity. Okay, so cot inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus cot inverse of x. It is for all real number. Okay, ready? So these conditions are very important. So if the value of x, so lies between any real number, we are going to take values of minus x equal to minus 10 x. So here the value of x in between minus 1 to 1, then only we are going to take the value is minus 10x. Okay. So proofs are not for the syllabus for this year. But even though I want to show one of the proof, and remaining you should do at your own. Okay. The first one is prove that sine inverse of x, sine inverse of minus x is equal to minus sin x. So x belongs to minus 1 to 1. Okay. So let's proof let sine inverse of minus x is taken as theta. I am taking sine inverse of minus x is equal to theta. Okay. So then sine theta is equal to minus x. Sine theta is equal to minus x. So I take minus in this side. Minus sine theta is equal to x. Okay. So then sine theta, observe here. So we are going to do sine inverse of minus x is equal to minus x. Okay. So that is why. So I am taking that sine is, just a minute. See here. Sine of minus sine theta. So already you know that by the allied angles. Okay. Sine of minus theta is nothing but minus sine theta. Okay. So therefore minus of sine theta can be written as so minus sine of minus theta which is equal to x. Okay. So then take sine on exercise. So minus theta is equal to sine inverse of x. Okay. So observe here. So theta is equal to what? Theta is nothing but my sine inverse of minus x. Theta is equal to sine of minus. So observe here. So therefore theta is equal to minus sine inverse of x. So it is taken as equation number 1, and suppose it is taken as equation number 2. So observe here. Sine inverse of minus x is equal to theta. Here theta is equal to minus sine inverse of x. So therefore equate 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, sine inverse of minus x is equal to sine inverse of minus sine inverse of x. Okay. So similarly we can do remaining properties also. Okay. Write down. So properties are very important. Okay, and these conditions are also very important. So for this year, so proofs are not important for your examination since so that is the deleted portions for your this academic year. So write down that one. So fifth property. So first one is sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. So x belongs to minus 1 to plus 1. Okay. And second one is so cosecant inverse of x plus secant inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. And third one is tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. So conditions are applied. So here x belongs to minus 1 to minus infinity union of 1 to infinity. Okay. So here x x belongs to set of real number. X belongs to real number. Is the limit mod x is greater than or equal to 0. Right now. So I want to prove even of the proof here. So first one is, so prove that sin inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. Pi by 2. So x belongs to minus 1 to 1. Okay. So proof. Okay. So let sin inverse of x is equal to theta. I am taking x. Sin inverse of x can be taken as theta. Okay. So take sin inverse to that side, then it can be as sin theta is equal to x. Sin theta is equal to x. So already know that. So sin theta is nothing but is equal to cos of pi by 2 minus theta. Is it? So cos of pi by 2 minus theta is in the first quadrant. So in first quadrant all trigonometric equations are positive. So therefore cos of pi by 2 minus sin theta is equal to sin theta. So therefore I am taking in place of cos theta sin theta cos of pi by 2 minus theta which is equal to x. Okay. So take cos to that side, that is pi by 2 minus theta is equal to cos inverse of x. Okay. So therefore you take pi by 2 minus theta on that side. So this implies cos inverse of x plus theta is equal to pi by 2. So this implies, okay, so cos inverse of x plus theta is equal to theta is equal to sin inverse of x. Sin inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. So this is the proof. Similarly, we can also prove the remaining two also. So right now. So take it as homework. Okay, so these two problems are homework. Try to solve at home. So this is the divider. So sin inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. For example, for this proof, that is sin inverse of 1 by 2 plus cos inverse of 1 by 2. So directly, so we are taking as the value is pi by 2. Since so x in the interval minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. Okay. Similarly, sin inverse of 1 by root 2 plus cos inverse of 1 by root 2. So it's also value 5 by 4. Since 1 by root 2 is lies in the interval minus 1 to plus 1. So similarly, sin inverse of root 3 by 2 plus cos inverse of root 3 by 2 its value also 5 by 2. Since root 3 by 2 in the interval minus 1 to plus 1. Okay, so these are the applications of this formula. Okay, so directly we write the value of these problems. So okay, in the next sessions we are discussing some more properties and some problems. Okay, thank you very much.